I'm Patrick Claiborne with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. The Jaguars and Raiders voluntary offseason program began Tuesday. They joined the Bears, Jets, and Patriots, whose workouts began Monday. The Cowboys and Saints begin next week. Michigan cornerback Will Johnson has recovered from a February hamstring injury and will work out for teams Monday in Ann Arbor, according to NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport. Johnson will visit the Raiders next Tuesday following the workout. More from Rappaport, Georgia linebacker Jalen Walker met with the Browns. Cleveland has the number 2 pick in the draft. The owners of the number 3 pick, the New York Giants, will meet with Penn State pass rusher Abdul Carter for a second time this Thursday, according to NFL Network insider Mike Garafolo. And Colorado quarterback Shedeur Sanders is set to meet with the Steelers on Thursday. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
You could think you found your dream home online. The kitchen island looks perfect for your inner chef. The backyard, a paradise for your green thumb. And that extra room, hello walk-in closet. But here's the twist. The lot next door just got rezoned for years of construction. And this sound, yeah, you're going to be hearing a lot of that. Don't let your dream home turn into a nightmare. Work with the expertise and ethical training of a Realtor, here to guide and help protect you from the surprises you didn't see coming. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors, right by you.
This is the story of, as a maintenance specialist for university housing, he knows college students can major in wear and tear. Plus, housing so many students doesn't leave a lot of room to house all the supplies he needs. That's where Grainger comes in. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast, dependable delivery, Grainger carries the quality products he needs so he doesn't have to. From a new door hinge to a whole new faucet. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Well, it is 7:30 a.m. on AM 1230 KXO. It happens to be a Wednesday, the 9th day of April, 2025. And, another beautiful day in the neighborhood. I'm Carroll in the newsroom. It's Jared. Good morning, Jared.
Morning, Carroll.
Enjoying these mornings.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful morning.
Okay, let's see. In the news, Frito-Lay is recalling some of their corn tortilla chips. Yeah, according to Frito-Lay, the Tostitos Cantina Tradition yellow corn tortilla chips may contain nacho cheese made with real milk. Oh, boy. Hey, it's serious junk food if it gets recalled for containing something real, right?
Oh, man.
Oh, boy. Anyway, it's... I'll pass. Okay. Yeah. And my wife, Pam, has made salsa from tomatoes from our garden, so we'll stick with that as well. We know what ingredients are there. Oh, well. Anyway, let's see. Coming up, we will celebrate some birthdays. We'll take a look at world and California news headlines, local news, sports, financial news. We will go in depth with the weather, give you an idea of what we can expect. And let's see. Out of Sacramento, California produced more than $4.7 billion in medical marijuana sales last year. Well, in California, that's the biggest cash crop, not including the Kardashians, of course. Okay. Anything new and exciting going on? Are you resting up for the big weekend?
Yes. Aren't they doing the Easter egg hunt this weekend at Buckland Park?
Easter egg hunt at Buckland Park. Parents behave. It amazes me how parents oftentimes are the idiots.
Oh, yeah. Kids, they get a pass if they do something silly. But,
yeah.
You can't be rushing the eggs when you're the adult.
Yeah. And I understand Gabe Lemus plans to be there. He will be dressed somewhat like Snoopy, and he'll have a GPS to find all the eggs.
Yeah, he gets the ones, after it's all said and done, he wraps it up, picks up the leftovers.
Wait a couple of weeks, and if they're real eggs, they're easy to find.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, birthdays today. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Actor Michael Learned. She was mom on the Waltons. She's 86. Actor Dennis Quaid is 71. Keyboardist Dave Innes of Restless Heart, 66. Actor Mark Pellegrino, 60. Actor, model Paulina Poroskova, 60. Actor Cynthia Nixon, 59. Actor Keisha Knight Pulliam, she survived The Cosby Show. She's 46. Actor Charlie Hunnam is 45. Actor Jay Baruchel is 43. Actor Annie Funk is 40. Actor Jordan Masterson, 39. Actor Leighton Meester, 39. Singer, actor Jesse McCartney, 38. Singer Jasmine Sullivan, 38. Actor Kristen Stewart, 35. Actor Ellie Fanning, 27. Musician Lil Nas X is 26. Actor Isaac Hempstead is 26. Local birthdays coming up.
From coast to coast, this is Goddard's Gold, right here on the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO.
What's your name? Who's your daddy?
Get the gold, Goddard's Gold, Saturday 9 p.m. to midnight, and Sunday morning 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Let's say happy birthday, Loretta Mars, Amanda Angulo, Jessica Estrada, Peggy Ramirez, Claudia Perez, Augustine Leva, Daniel Harrigy, Elisa Santana, Jared Anchondo, Hayden Mead, Frank Marquez, J.J. Noriega, Corey Wilson, Lloyd English, Sonia Sanchez, Sylvia Suarez, Adriana Paz, and Dominic Perez. Happy birthday from KXO. Well, I noticed a familiar name on that list, Jared. Happy
my
birthday.
Twin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Time just rolls along, doesn't it?
Oh, gosh, my back's starting to hurt.
Yeah, okay. It's my lumbago. Okay, in the news, China could soon ban the import of American films into China. The Chinese are truly compassionate. Yeah, they're sparing the Chinese people the new Snow White reboot. So, yeah, it's good enough reason to, to ban U.S. films. Okay. Anyway, and we did mention earlier the Wizard of Oz is going to be on a huge high-tech Las Vegas sphere screen. And that ought to be interesting, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Can you imagine that in 3D with the flying monkeys coming right at you?
Everywhere you look. That's kind of scary.
Yeah. Okay, we've got news, so let's jump in. We're going to start off with a look at World and California news headlines brought to you by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District. They deliver real-time updates about the air that we breathe.
CBS News Brief. On his Truth Social, President Trump advises Americans to be cool. This is a great time to buy, after both China and the EU respond to new Trump tariffs that took effect today. CBS's Vicki Barker.
The EU has just voted to impose retaliatory tariffs on $24 billion worth of American goods, slapping duties of 10 to 25% on a range of U.S.-made products.
Tariffs on American goods entering China will rise 84%. Economist Fred Newman.
Now that this challenge is coming, the Chinese government is saying, well, we are prepared, and therefore they're not going to necessarily give in.
Dow, S&P, NASDAQ all flat. Loved ones aren't giving up hope as the death toll rises to more than 113 in the nightclub roof collapse in the Dominican Republic.
We have some friends here, a niece and a cousin, who are under the rubble because they're not yet on the list of those who've been transferred to hospital or are known to have died. We're waiting for them.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
The Imperial County Air Pollution Control District delivers real-time information about the quality of the air you breathe. Visit the website at apcd.imperialcounty.gov. to stay informed about air quality around the valley. The website also includes information for upcoming meetings, programs, and there's access to the dust cams set up around the valley. Visit apcd.imperialcounty.org today.
California headline news. A man behind bars on suspicion of hit and run after a 3-car crash on the 134 freeway in Eagle Rock. This witness describing going after the suspect.
I chased him down the side of the freeway, across the freeway, over a couple of fences, and then he had a bag and a sweater. I got his bag, I got his sweater, and me being so old, I couldn't keep up with the guy.
The suspect arrested after he was seen running out of a car down a freeway off-ramp into the Eagle Rock Recreation Center. The suspect then running into a backyard, seen watering plants after stripping down to his underwear to get into the pool. A bill introduced to the state capitol exempting classic cars from state smog requirements. It's nicknamed Leno's Law for comedian Jay Leno, who spoke in favor of it.
If you have an old car and it's smoking, it doesn't matter how old it is, you're going to get a ticket. It's just not a well-maintained vehicle.
The bill would exempt collector cars whose model year is at least 35 years older than the state smog check law. Gas prices averaging $4.93 a gallon statewide. Jeff Scott, California News.
World and California News headlines brought to you this morning by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District. Log on to imperialvalleyair.org. You'll get real-time information about the air that we breathe.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds. With that kind of money, you could go big time and skip the regular line at the airport and pay for speedy security. Imagine not having to quickly unpack and pack at the place you already came packed to. And wearing your shoes the whole time you're there? You can't put a price on that kind of luxury. Well, actually you can, and you paid for it. Switch to Progressive and you could save big time for speedy security. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states. Potential savings will vary.
Hi, it's me, your USPS Ground Advantage shipment. Just left the warehouse and hitting the road.
I know. Just got the notification.
Great. Smooth sailing so far. I'm almost there.
Yes, I know. I get all the updates.
Made it. Safe and sound.
I know.
Well, did you know I was with USPS the whole time?
Oh, yeah. I know.
Keep your business in the know with the USPS Ground Advantage service. Visit USPS.com/in-the-know.
And it's page one of the local news, a service of Health Central Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 physical locations in the valley and mobile service vans that come to you at no additional charge. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers.
Imperial Irrigation District is launching a new grants program. It is the New Grants or Energy Modernization in School program, also known as GEMS. The IID says it is to foster energy-saving practices and support a sustainable future. They say GEMS is a revival of the Learning Energy Awareness Program, or LEAP. It aims to assist schools within the IID's service territory, including public, private, and charter schools, in adopting more energy-efficient technologies. Eligible projects may be fully funded with grants up to $35,000 available for the installation of energy-saving HVAC equipment. Applications and project savings must be submitted by 5 p.m. May 9th. The award notification will be June 6th. Milestone documentation will be June 20th. Project completion is December 12th. And the Cool Roof Rebate Act, congressional representatives joined together. They're introducing new legislation. It is the Cool Roof Rebate Act. The legislation creates a rebate program for reflective roofing products to lower home temperatures and reduce energy consumption and costs. The congressional representatives introducing the act are Dr. Raul Ruiz, Valerie Fauci, and Emmanuel Cleaver. The Cool Roof Rebate Act creates the first federal rebate program of its kind to help underserved communities afford reflective roofing, reducing energy consumption, improving energy efficiency, and protecting families from the extreme heat. Kxo Local News Time, 7:42.
How about the next time you need service on your car? We come to you. Hi, this is Mike Allison for Real Central Motors and Quick Lane. Our mobile service vans are an extension of our dealership service lane. We will come to you for an oil change, filters, brakes, batteries, tire rotation, and so much more. Hey, while your car is just sitting there at work, we'll take care of your service needs, and it doesn't cost any extra. Schedule your appointment now at elcentralmotors.net. El Centro Motors Mobile Service vans. What a great idea.
And we have all kinds of fun happening this weekend. Oh, yes. The Filipino Food Fest fundraiser. That's going to be fun. It's at Pioneers Museum, and they're hosting the fundraiser. The Imperial County Historical Society and Pioneers Museum present the first Filipino Food Fest. It'll be this Saturday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Tickets are $30, and they are available at the museum. All proceeds will go towards refurbishing the current Filipino gallery at the museum. Parking will be available on the museum grounds. You can follow all the events and programs at the museum social media page and get some lumpias. Sounds good to eat. And also, more to eat. Yes, the 5th annual pulled pork cook-off. Oh, yeah, and that'll be right around the corner. Holtville Rotary is hosting their annual pulled pork cook-off. It's the 5th year the event's being held. It'll be Saturday from 4 to 9 p.m. Holtville, in Holtville on Holt Avenue. There will also be a cornhole tournament. Teams can sign up at 12 noon. Tournament will begin at 1 p.m. Cost is $20 per person. There will be cash prizes for first, second, and third place teams. Live music will be provided by Pure Magic. So this Saturday, get yourself some Filipino food at Pioneers Museum, then head on down to Holtville for some pulled pork. Sounds like a full day. KXO News Time, 7:44. We'll take a look at page 2 next. That was page 1 of local news.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 locations in the valley. And remember, Quick Lane services all makes and all models. You never need an appointment. You do need an appointment to schedule their mobile service van. Just give them a call at El Centro Motors and schedule that appointment. Let's talk furniture. Let's talk mattresses. Let's talk low prices. For the absolute lowest prices on the best selection of furniture and mattresses anywhere, you need to go to Houston's Yuma Furniture. Yuma Ashley and Rooms Now. All 3, because nobody can beat their prices. Nobody. You'll find 3 huge stores and 1 massive warehouse. They have what you want in stock. There's sofas, sectionals, and reclining furniture, dining sets, bedrooms, and mattresses. Best of all, with their large in-stock selection, it's available for immediate delivery, or you can take it home today. For the absolute lowest price on furniture and mattresses, get to Houston's Yuma Furniture, 3052 South Avenue B. Yuma Ashley at 2790 South 4th Avenue, and Rooms Now when you enter through Yuma Ashley. 3 big stores, the lowest prices, the best selection. It's Yuma, Houston's Furniture, Rooms Now, and of course, Yuma Ashley. Page 2 of the local news with a side of weather, brought to you by Burgers and Beer, serving the best burgers in town. Daily lunch specials Monday through Friday, and happy hour 3 till 6 p.m. every day.
Mexicali man arrested. Kxo police were looking for a suspect, and police say he had approached an exchange house recently and demanded $6,000. He had handed the teller a note demanding the money. The suspect became impatient and fled. Teller called police and reported the incident. A few days later, the man was seen re-entering the United States at the Kxo port. Police were called, and they placed the suspect under arrest. Police interviewed the suspect, and he assured them that he had acted alone and was not a member of any criminal organization, and he was booked into county jail and charged with fraud and attempted robbery. The suspect, a Mexicali resident, was not identified. And we have some news on some border-related cases. The U.S. Attorney's Office, Southern District of California, filed 97 border-related cases last week. The charges range from transportation of illegal aliens to receipt of bribes by public officials. Among those charged were 2 U.S. Customs and Border Protection officers charged with conspiracy to bring in illegal aliens for financial gain and receipt of bribes by a public official. Another case involved 2 men arrested near Campo and charged with transportation of illegal aliens. And LAFCO is looking for a board member. The Imperial County Local Agency Formation Commission board has an opening. The Imperial County residents interested in serving on this public agency board can apply. The open position is for the alternate public member seat on the commission. Applicants must be an Imperial County resident and not an officer or employee of the county or any city or district in the county. More information is available at the LAFCO website. Deadline to apply is Thursday, April 10th at 5 p.m. KXO local news time, 7:48. We'll take a look at local weather coming up next.
Hungry for the best burger in town or an ice-cold beer? Did you know that Burgers & Beer has happy hour every day from 3 to 6? Get drink specials all day like Margarita Monday, Tonic Tuesday, Wine Down Wednesday, and Thirsty Thursday. For March specials, enjoy our drink of the month, the Irish Gold, or an ice-cold Guinness on tap. Our plate of the month for March is chicken poblano pasta. Burgers & Beer, proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Open daily starting at 9. Burgers & Beer, for the best burger in town.
The National Weather Service says unseasonably hot temperatures will impact the desert Southwest into the weekend, with highs surpassing 95 degrees across the Imperial Valley and Yuma, peaking at or just over 100 degrees on Friday. These temperatures will be around 15 degrees above normal, with some daily record highs likely being broken through Saturday. Expect continued mostly clear skies and dry conditions through Friday before we begin to see increased higher clouds this weekend as winds also increase. Eventually, by early next week, temperatures will fall back to around 5 degrees above normal while dry conditions persist. Today will be sunny with a high near 99, light wind becoming southeast about 5 miles an hour this afternoon. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 63. Southeast wind about 5 miles an hour becoming west after midnight. Tomorrow, sunny with a high near 101. East wind about 5 miles an hour. And right now, downtown El Centro, we are looking at 67 degrees. 35% relative humidity, and the wind is calm. Air quality moderate in Calexico, but good everywhere else in the valley. Local news, page 2, brought to you by Burgers & Beer, the place for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Bring the family, meet your friends at Burgers & Beer.
Experience the best outlet shopping the Imperial Valley has to offer. The Goodwill Outlet Center at 351 Wake Avenue is now open. At the outlet, shoppers can find merchandise at greatly reduced prices. Auction registration and product viewing will take place from 7:30 to 8 a.m. with the auction at 8. Don't miss the 15 for $27 sale, available from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pick out 15 pieces of clothing for only $27. The outlet is open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Every purchase and donation support Goodwill's mission to provide training and employment opportunities to individuals facing barriers to work. Inside the store is Goodwill's newest employment center. Career advisors are ready to assist job seekers at no cost. Visit ivgoodwill.org to learn more. Goodwill, making good happen.
And it's sports time, brought to you by Burgers, and actually it's brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Hospital, an affiliate of the Scripps South Network, working together to provide you the best care. The first major championship of the season set to tee off tomorrow. It's Masters Week, and AM 1230 will have updates throughout the tournament. Yep. And we'll start today with those updates. There'll be competition. Scotty Scheffler looking for a third green jacket in 4 years. On hand will be Rory McIlroy, Xander Schauffele, Ludwig Eberg, and others. No Tiger Woods. He's recuperating from a torn Achilles. Major League Baseball action. Tigers shut out the Yankees 5-0. Guardians blanked the White Sox 1-0. Mets toppled the Marlins 10-5. Cardinals over the Pirates 5-3. Nationals dumped the Dodgers 8-2. Yeah, fire Davey Roberts. Yeah, they're losing. Yeah, Anyway, Blue Jays beat up on the Red Sox 6-1. Angels outlasted the Rays 4-3. Braves beat the Phillies 7-5. Royals nipped the Twins 2-1. Cubs, they racked up the Rangers 10-6. Brewers beat the Rockies 7-1. Diamondbacks nipped the Orioles 4-3. Astros went 12 innings before they beat the Mariners 2-1. Reds shut out the Giants 1-0. And the Athletics, the Padres, they did not play well. The Padres were flat. Dylan Cease gave up 9 runs in 3 innings. And Jackson Merrill is on the IR. And, Fernando Tatis and Jake Cronenworth left last night's game with injuries that may cost them a couple of games.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
Well, NBA basketball, the Grizzlies ran past the Hornets 124-100. Cavaliers clobbered the Bulls 135-113. Pacers beat the Wizards 104-98. Magic topped the Hawks 119-112. Nets over the Pelicans 119-114. It went overtime before the Celtics beat the Knicks 119-117. Bucks toppled the Timberwolves 110-103. Thunder beat the Lakers 136-120. Warriors whipped the Suns 133-95, and the Clippers clobbered the Spurs 122-117. Don't forget, from the prestigious Augusta National Golf Course in Augusta, Georgia, we've got coverage starting today on AM 1230. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Hospital. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers. Thank you for choosing Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs, from business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you, your home, your business, your construction site 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Delta Airlines warned that revenue could fall in the current quarter and that growth has largely stalled, as its CEO warned that he's concerned the economy is likely to fall into a recession. The airline attributed the weakness in its guidance to broad economic uncertainty around global trade. It said due to the change in economic condition, it is no longer standing behind previous guidance that it expected record profits in 2025, and it is dropping plans to offer more seats to passengers later this year, as it sees both businesses and leisure travelers pulling back on travel plans due to the uncertainty. And during his announcement last week of sweeping tariffs on countries around the world, President Donald Trump called groceries an old-fashioned and beautiful term. But his policies will make America's groceries more expensive today According to supermarket executives and food industry experts, supermarkets sell imported items in every section of the store, from fresh and packaged foods to household basics. The 10% tariffs across all countries last week and slapped higher reciprocal tariffs on 60 countries means U.S. businesses shipping goods from overseas will pay for those tariffs, and they will pass some of the higher costs down to the consumer. Right now, on the big board, we see mixed results. The Dow off 231 points at 37,415. The S&P 500 off 19 at 49.61. The NASDAQ up 46 points at 15,314. Gold is up $101.90 an ounce, safe haven. And oil is down $3.24 a barrel.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here in Imperial and Coachella Valleys. Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been in the private security business for over 25 years and have always made it my mission to always provide my clients with the highest quality security services available. Your satisfaction is my number one priority. And don't forget Southwest Postal, the only postal center in Imperial Valley with 24/7, 365 access to your post office box. Access when you need it. Located on the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
We will have sunny skies today with a high near 99, light wind becoming southeast about 5 miles an hour this afternoon. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 63. Southeast wind about 5 miles an hour becoming west after midnight. Tomorrow will be sunny with a high near 101, east wind about 5 miles an hour. 69 degrees downtown. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security and Southwest Postal, the only postal box service offering 24-hour-a-day, 365 days a year service. Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil, El Centro.
The best oldies on the radio.
KXO, El Centro. CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by T-Mobile Business Advantage.
I'm Steve Kathan. President Trump has spoken out on social media as his sweeping retaliatory tariffs, which went into effect, sparked new tariff action against American goods. CBS's Stacey Lynn in Washington.
In a slew of posts on Truth Social, the president said, "Be cool, and everything is going to work out well." He urged Americans, in all caps, that this is a great time to buy. In another post, he quoted J.P. Morgan Chase CEO Jamie Dimon, who told Fox News this morning, "Fixing trade and tariffs is a good thing." A mixed message, as Dimon had also said the U.S. economy is likely headed to recession.
China, which was hit today with a 104% U.S. tariff, responded with a retaliatory tariff of 84%.
I'm Vicki Barker at the Foreign Desk in London. The EU has just voted to impose retaliatory tariffs on $24 billion worth of American goods, slapping duties of 10 to 25% on a range of U.S.-made products, including tobacco, motorcycles, poultry, steel, and aluminum. The levies will be phased in over the next few months, beginning next week, leaving the door open for possible negotiations with the Trump White House.
There's a shakeup at the Internal Revenue Service as the Trump administration ratchets up pressure on people in the country illegally. CBS's Nicole Skanga.
The IRS chief and a number of senior leaders in the agency have resigned following that new deal that greenlights information sharing between the tax agency and immigration enforcement. Officials from ICE can now ask the IRS for data about immigrants with final orders of removal or those who are under criminal investigation.
The ACLU is in federal court today to try to stop the administration from using the 18th Century Alien Enemies Act to deport undocumented migrants. Now to the Dominican Republic. CBS's Christian Benavides is in Santo Domingo, where at least 124 people were killed. A roof collapse at a popular club.
There is a frantic search for survivors. That search has been ongoing for over 24 hours. It has not stopped. Part of that search is using big machinery such as cranes that are right here.
Well, CBS's Jim Krasula reports on legal action over a school suspension.
A judge in Virginia Beach, Virginia, said it was, quote, appalling that a school suspended a 6th grade student for waiting to report that another student had brought a bullet to class. The judge ruled in favor of the child's mother after she sued St. John the Apostle Catholic School for breaching its contract with her when administrators suspended her son for a day and a half last September.
The Dow is down 247 points. This is CBS News.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. Get the savings you want on America's largest 5G network. Visit T-Mobile.com/choice55 and start saving today.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. 2 lines of unlimited for just $30 a line. That's a 45% savings compared to Verizon and AT&T. But don't just take our word for it.
It's not just the savings that are great with our T-Mobile plan. There's all this value from all these other things that T-Mobile offers.
T-Mobile has been such a savings for us.
We love it. Switch today and get 2 free 5G phones like the Motorola Edge with Turbo Power charging that gives you power for the day in just 15 minutes. And customers 55 and up can get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for only $30 a line. Go to T-Mobile.com/choice55 to learn more. With 24 monthly bill credits and 2 new lines with autopay for well-qualified customers plus taxes, fees, and $35 per line connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. 45% off 2 lines versus AT&T Starter and Verizon Welcome. Plan benefits vary. See details at T-Mobile.com. Motorola Edge requires 68-watt charger. Charger sold separately. Actual performance will vary based on usage and configuration.
A small product is a big hit.
There's a new run on Trader Joe's mini tote bags. This time, they're LL Bean style 13 by 11 by 6 inch bags with handles and trim in pastel shades of pink, blue, green, and purple. The price, $2.99. You'll have a tough time finding them in stores. They're already selling out and listing on eBay for up to $1,600 each. Trader's website explains that when it comes to their reusable bags, customers have made themselves abundantly clear. The smaller the tote, the bigger the sensation. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
6 zoos around the world have been able to create living conditions for the largest species of flightless insect, the Lord Howe Island stick insect. It's been considered extinct for decades, is native to an archipelago off Australia. The arrival of rats and humans were thought to have wiped them out. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
Classic case of neurotic narcissism and a first-class smarty pants.
AM 1230 KXO.